Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick tutorial video real quick on Asus Aura. Recently I was having some issues with this software not wanting to work properly. Basically what was going on was I'd go to install the software and everything else would work except for the RAM. And so the issue that I've been having is constantly having to install, uninstall, install, uninstall different versions of the software to try and get the lighting on my RAM to work. And sometimes what you might run into when you go to use the software is it'll tell you it stopped working every time you go to click on it and use it. And you might have to go through the process of reinstalling the software, but upon reinstalling the software, it just keeps doing the same thing. So this video is about getting that notification when you go to click and open the software to go away. So to start off with, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go over here to settings, go to apps, and you're going to find three other programs or apps besides Asus Aura in here. You're going to find the Aura service, I think it's called, application under here. You'll also find under G, Galaxy Gamer RGB, and then I believe there's another one down here in the P section that's called Patriot Viper RGB. You're also going to want to get rid of those three apps. Upon doing that, you get rid of the Aura software, and then if you leave this menu, the other thing that you're going to want to get rid of is the program files, not the program files themselves. You go into program files, and you'll see a folder here called lighting service. Initially, when I was trying to diagnose the problem, I thought it was here. I go under Asus, the Asus folder under program files 86, and there'd be an Aura folder here that you could open up and it would have all of its stuff in there. And I thought that that's where the problem was happening. But the issue actually lies here in the lighting service file. You can see that this is still here, even though all the applications for it have already been removed. You can see just how empty this folder is. The problem is when you go to reinstall the software and go to run it again, you're going to run into the same issue because this is still here. So what you have to do is you have to delete this folder. Now I run into this problem here upon going to delete the folder because it says it's still in use. So the way that you get around that, or the way that I've found to get around it, is you have to close this out and you have to restart your computer. So I'll actually do that right now. Alright, so we're back. So I went ahead with restarting the computer. So now we're going to go to this PC, go to local disk C, programs files 86, and go again here to lighting service. We'll try to delete it now. Okay. And it doesn't want to provide any more details. I don't understand. So, alright. Let's take a minute to figure this out. Control-Alt-Delete, Task Manager. I completely cleared out the service, so why? View. Update speed, we're just going to keep it paused. I mean, this is kind of dumb. Where'd you go? I just saw you. Oh, and it disappeared. ASRoG Aura GPU D2 server 32-bit. Let's end this task. Alright, now let's try and deleting it. Alright, yep, so that was it. So it looks like restarting the computer actually didn't do anything. What I had to do is actually open Task Manager and find the little background process that was happening here that was keeping me from deleting it. So now it's cleared out. Let's go here to recycling bin, empty that out. We don't need any of that garbage. Close this out. Close this out. Obviously that don't matter because we just cleared it. And we're gonna go here to the internet. And we want to go to ASUS. Oh, there it is. So you go, well, for me, because I'm looking for the Aura software, you go here, ASUS, ASUS USA. Yeah, whatever, except your cookies. Expand this because a lot of crap isn't showing up. Alright, and then gaming right up here at the top, Republic of Games. And then you're going to want to go here to motherboards. This is where you'd typically go to find the different utilities for your computer. I'm running a ROG Strix, so that's the one I'm going to click on. And look for my motherboard. Platform, we're running AMD. That'll help narrow it down a little bit. X470F Gaming. There I am. So there's my motherboard. Now, where we want to go is under support for this particular board. So we're going to go to support, drivers and tools. It's going to ask you to select an OS. I'm running Windows 10 64-bit. And here you can see all the different utilities and tools and drivers and all that fun stuff for your motherboard. We want to go under utilities. And we're going to look for the Aura software. Alright, so that's the latest version. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to download all three. There's 3 of them on this page. And before we actually install one, I'm going to go through each individual file. And after it's downloaded, we're going to open each individual zip folder to see what's inside. And maybe figure out why this thing isn't working. That's the first version, I can tell because of the size. Where are you? Ah, there's the second one. So there's the second one to release for this motherboard anyway. And the first version, which I could actually get right off the support disk, but we're going to download it here. There we go. So we have all 3. There's 3 different versions for this particular motherboard on their website. Why they would need 3, I don't know. But now we are going to go here under downloads. You can see here that I already have a couple downloaded. So what we'll do is we'll take these 3. We're just going to move them right to the desktop. Okay, so Morton's checking them out, making sure that they're good. Let's open these up, see what's inside. So the issue that we were having upon the installation with the RGB on the RAM not working was under the lighting service folder and program files 86. So this is where we're going to take a look, because what I've found is that there's different software depending on which version you choose to install. Like right here, we have ARAS. Obviously, we don't want ARAS because we're not running ARAS, we're running Aura. So we're not going to use this version. That's the top one there. That's the Windows 10-64 version 1.05. I'm not going to list off all those numbers because that's ridiculous. So we'll close that out. That's not the one we want. We'll go to the second one here, which is Windows 7 to Windows 10 version 1.06. So I'm assuming this must be the second one that they released. As you can see here, looks exactly the same. We're going to open up this, and once again we run into this ARAS install. So we don't want that one. And this would be their first release. We're going to open up lighting service, and there it is, Aura service setup. So this is actually the one that we want. So I'm going to recycle these two because we don't need them. Open this one, double check, make sure this is the right one. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to extract. And we're just going to extract it right here to the desktop. Alright, so it's been extracted. Norton once again is going to run through, check all the files, make sure we don't have any malware. Let's see the little status thing. As it's checking all the files, it's scanning them. Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Alright, so Norton's giving it a thumbs up. So we want to, I'm not really sure which one to click on here. We have setup, exe. We also have ASUS setup, exe. We're running an ASUS motherboard, so let's run the ASUS setup, exe. Why isn't it displaying the file name extensions? There we go. Now we know what we're actually looking at here. So yeah, we want to do the ASUS setup exe. So click on that, let it do its thing. Next. Now, upon it doing its installation, the lighting on my motherboard should begin to change because it's installing certain services for the lighting on my board. All this stuff runs on Aura, so as soon as the Aura service is installed, theoretically that stuff should start working the way it's supposed to. The issue that I kept running into was the Aura lighting on my RGB wasn't doing, or the RGB on my RAM wasn't doing anything. It was kind of just sitting still. And now I can see here, after the Aura service has installed, that the RGB on the RAM, just like everything else, all the lighting is actually starting to change colors. So that indicates to me that the Aura service is actually installed and it's running everything the way that it's supposed to. All right, so we're gonna click finish here. I'll close this video recording out, restart my computer, and jump right back into it. Close this out and restart the computer. All right, so we're back and we've restarted the computer, and now hopefully that everything has been redone, reinstalled. It should work properly. I think what happened initially was I installed the improper version of Aura, and didn't really bother to check through the zip folders files before actually going ahead with installing it. So now we've restarted the computer. This is the moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Okay, so as you can see here, the application has actually managed to open. It didn't give me that error message, and as you can see right here, it's registering my RAM. So it looks like we've managed to solve this problem. Hopefully this video will help you out if you're having any issues with Aura, and I hope you have luck. Have a good one.